Okay guys, so welcome back again. So from this video onwards, we'll be incorporating role-based authentication inside our Passport.js local authentication, that is with email and password. So what I've done here is this, that I have dropped all the users here that were inside our collection called users. So, and the sessions are also empty as we can see here, and the users are also empty. That is, there are no currently registered users inside our application. So we'll be starting afresh inside our database. So now firstly, let's go to our application here, and here firstly what we need to do, let's go inside our utils folder, and here let me create a new file, and this would be called constants.js. So constants.js like this, and here what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to export an object like this, that is module.exports equal to an object here, and here the first key value pair which we want to export is the rules. That is the rules which you want inside your application. And here for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to create three kinds of role. That is the admin role, and this key value pair should be admin like this. Then we have another role that is called moderator like this, and its value should be moderator. And the last one is called client like this, and the value should be client. So now this is all what we need to do inside this constant.js file. And now what we'll do, we'll go to our user model, and we'll require this file inside our user model.js file. So let's open our user model here. So here at the very top, let me require that file or that object, that is roles, inside our user model. So we'll use destructuring here. So const roles equal to require, and here we need to go up one folder inside the utils folder, and then we need to import this file here or require this constants file here. So now we have these roles here, and now what I'm going to do, we see that our application is started. So let me minimize this terminal here. And now here inside this user schema, what I will do is that I will create a new field here that is called roles. So role, not tool, but it should be role. And here the type would be string. That is, a user can have any kind of role that belongs to this constants thing here. That is, he can either have a role of admin, or he can have a role of moderator, or he can have a role of client. So that's what we are going to define in this role field here. So the type is a string, and here we would provide an enum here. So like this, that is enum, and the enum would contain an array of roles. So we can get the roles from this roles that we required above, that is roles.admin, roles.moderator, and roles.client. Though I can simply put a string values here, that is in quotes admin, then in quotes moderator, and in quotes client, but it is way easier than defining a constant here inside our constants file for roles, and then we can use these values here, because there might be cases that where you misspelled something and your application would stop working. So it is better to define your roles inside any of the files. So now here what we need to have for the default value, we should have a default value for role, and the default value we would like to keep inside our application would be that any user who is going to be registering on our site should have a default role of client. So we can provide a default value, and the default value would be roles.client. So anytime a user comes inside our application and he's tried to register, he would be assigned a role of a client. So now let's see that how do we create our admin here, because currently no one is an admin. Everyone who is registering inside our application has been assigned a role of a client. So for that, what we'll do, you can go to your env file. Here you can define the admin email. So let me provide the admin email here. So that is admin_email should be something. And here you need to provide a single email who you want to be the admin of your application. So for example, let me provide an email like this, that is admin@gmail.com. So by default, any user who is going to register using this email, that is admin@gmail.com, would be assigned a role of admin. And let's see that how do we do it. So let me save this .env file, and let's go back to our user model. So now here what we'll do inside this user.presave function. So firstly we are checking if this is new, then we need to hash the password. And here inside this block itself, what we can again do, we can make an again if check here, that is if this .email equal to process.env.admin email because that is the environment variable to be defined here inside our environment file, that is admin email, and that's what we are checking for. That is, if this email, that is the user's email who is registering on our website for the first time, if his email is equal to the process.env.admin email, then he should be assigned a role of admin. So how can we do that? It is pretty simple. So we can simply say this dot role equal to roles dot admin, like this, because by default this dot role would be this thing here, that is client, and now what I am changing it to, I am changing the role to roles.admin, which means that now the role which is saved for this user would be admin. So now let me save this thing here. And now one thing more which we can do here would be that we should always convert this thing here, that is this email which is coming from the environment file, to lowercase, so that it matches here, because this dot email is always in lowercase. So let's change it to lowercase like this. And now let's save this application. And now let's open the terminal here, and we see that our application restarted. And now let's go to our application here. And now let's try to register a user here. So we see that currently we have no users here inside this collection called users. So let's register our first user. So let's say we are registering johndoe@gmail.com, or we are trying to log in here. We need to go to the register page. So johndoe@gmail.com, password 12, confirm password 12. Let's register. We see that johndoe@gmail.com is successfully registered, and we can now log in. So let's try to log in with this user here, and let's see that what we have inside his role. So if we go to his profile here, we see that the role is not defined, and that is because inside the profile template we haven't outputted the role here. But if we go to our database and we refresh the database, we see that we have a new user object here, and his role is client, because by default any user who is registering to our application has been assigned a role of client. So let's go to the profile page here, and let's fill out the blank here, that is the role thing here. And here we can simply say EJS out, and here we can say person.role, like this. So let's save this profile.ejs, and now let's go to this profile.ejs again, and now we see that the role of this user is client. So let's go log out this user, and now let's try to register another user. And this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to register a user with this email that we provided inside the .env file, that is admin@gmail.com. So let's copy this email here, and now let me paste it here. That is the admin@gmail.com, password 12, confirm 12. So let's click on register here. So we see that we have been registered, and now let's log in with this user here and password 12. And if we log in here, we see that if we go to this profile page, we see that role of this user is admin. And if we go to our database here and we refresh it, we see that another user has been created inside our collection, and his role is admin. And even if we try to register another user to our application, so let's register one more user. So let's say we register ourselves, so yours truly 2607@gmail.com, password 12, confirm 12. And let's go back and let's refresh the database here. We see that each and every user who is going to be registered on our site by default has been assigned a role of client, and only the user with the email which has been defined inside our .env file has been assigned a role of admin. So this is how we assign roles. So now let's go back to our application, and here let's say that how do we display routes that are only accessible by admin. So here inside the routes file, let me create another file here, that would be admin.route.js. So admin.route.js, like this. And here firstly we need the router, so const router equal to require express.router, like this. Finally we need to export it, that is module.exports equal to router, like this. And here let me define a route here, that is a router.get, and here it should be /, that is which route we want to go to, and it should be users route, that is we want to get all the users, like this. And here we have an async function that takes in request, comma response, comma next. and this is all boilerplate code. And now we do everything inside try and catch block, and if there is an error we can simply call next with the error parameter as the only parameter. And inside here what we need to do, we need to find all the users. So let's say const users equal to await user dot find like this, and here we need to require this thing here, that is user, or it has been automatically imported from the models folder here. And now what we can do, we can simply send back the users as a JSON response. So res.send, because we'll be using the template in the next video, but for now let me simply send back the users here, that is users like this. So now let's save this application. So now let's require this admin route inside our app.js file. So let me close these files here because we don't require them anymore as of now. So auth route navbar, let's go to our app.js file, and here we have these routes here. So let me require the admin route here, that is app.use, and here if anyone goes to the admin route, then we should require this route here, that is this route file. So it should be coming from the routes folder and then the admin route.js file. So now currently this is an open route. Anyone can go to this route and he can see all the users. So let's go there and let's see what will happen. So now currently we are not logged in, and even if we go to this route here, that is admin/users, so we see that we get a list of all the users that are registered. So let's go back. So first let's make sure that only the authenticated users can see this route. So we can use this function here, that is connect ensure login, and he should be logged in. So we'll be using this middleware here, that is if the person is logged in, then only he can access the admin route. So we save this and we go back, and if we refresh this, we are taken back to the login page because we are not authorized. And even if we try again, that is admin users, we are taken back to the login page. So now let me log in with John Doe, not Hondo, but John Doe at gmail.com, password 12. So we see that now we can view this route, that is /admin/user. And now let's go back, and if we click on this home profile thing here, we see that the role of this user is client, but we are able to see this route, that is admin/users. But typically this user, that is the client, should not be able to access this route. So what can we do? We can make a middleware here at the very bottom here. So here what we can say, function ensure admin like this, and this takes in parameters, that is the request, response and next, because it is a middleware like this. And here what we can say, we can simply say if request.user, because the request contains the user object because of passport.js, and here we can check his role. If this role is equal to roles.admin, then we can simply call on next like this. Otherwise what we need to do, we need to display a flash message just in case, if you want to, request.flash, and here let's display a warning message, and here we can say you are not authorized to see this route like this, and here we can simply redirect him back. So res.redirect, and we can take him back to the home page or an index page. So let's save this, and now let's use this middleware, that is ensure admin, inside our admin route. After ensuring that he is logged in, then only we are checking whether he is an admin or not, because firstly he needs to be logged in. So that is what we are checking here in this middleware, and then we are making sure that he should be an admin to access these routes. So that's what is done by this function that we just created. So now let's save this file, and now let's go back. So if we refresh this page, we see that we have this flash message, that is you are not authorized to see this route, because the profile of the user who is currently logged in says the role of this user is client. So therefore we cannot see this route. Even if we go back there again, that is admin/users, we are redirected back to this home route here. So now let's log out and let's see that if the admin is able to access that route, that is admin@gmail.com, password 12. And now let's go to that route here, that is, I think that is coming from this route here, that is manage users. So we see that we can go to the /admin/users route, because the user who is currently logged in is an admin, and therefore he can visit that route. So basically this is how we authorize routes. And in the similar fashion, that is in this fashion that we have created this function here, that is the middleware here. You can even create a middleware for a moderator also. That is function ensure moderator. And here it would be again request response next. So rec res next, like this. And here we can similarly copy this function from here, or this if else block from here. Let me paste it here. And here we simply need to say moderator roles.moderator, like this. And now anywhere or in any route where you want that the user should be a moderator, you can plug in this middleware after ensuring that he is logged in. Then that route would only be accessible by a user whose role is moderator. So guys, this is how we enable role-based access control inside our application. And in the next video, let's see that how do we display this page here, that is manage users, to manage our users to change their roles from client to moderator and from moderator to client, or even if we want to change the role of this admin, that is currently we have this email, that is admin@gmail.com, who has been registered as an admin here. So that's what we are going to do in the very next video, that is how to manage users inside our application. So till then, have a good time and have a great day.